Hi there and welcome to Andy Robinson RC. Cheers for checking out the channel again today and checking out this episode. Okay, so again what we got with us, well, as you can see, we have one completed 2017/25 Tamiya BigWig. So here you go. Now if you caught the last video, I said what was I unboxing? I was unboxing the L&L Models V5R. And I also just showed that I'd got the BigWig kit to build and the FMS F100 high roller. So, and I did say I wouldn't do an unboxing one of this, particularly because there's been enough unboxing of these, and I primarily got this just to build it because I'd never built a BigWig before. So that was the idea, that I didn't want to do an unboxing for this one. So, and here we go. It's finished. It's finished. Well, saying it's finished, there might be one or two painting details that I might like to do to it, but I'll mention that later. So anyway, as I said, here it is. Really like the build on this actually. It uses the same gearboxes from the Hot Shot series of cars. So things like the Boomerang, Super Sabre, Hot Shot 2, Super Shot, all those ones. Same gearboxes. Totally different chassis layout though. So yeah. It was good fun, and a different steering. It's got a unique steering on this car. It's got a bit like some real cars. It's got a rack and pinion steering, which is cool, but I can see why they never bothered with it again on certainly on RC cars anyway. What else? Okay, so as I mentioned as well, BigWig. It is a 2017 release, and they've done another batch for 2025. You get the nice, well, you'll see it better when I take the body shot off in a bit, but the really nice GT Tune motor with the BigWig special label on, and it comes with full bearings as well. And yeah, as you can tell, it's not box art. I've gone for my usual colour of cobalt green. Now, I didn't even intend to paint this in the cobalt green, it's just that I still have a lot of that paint left. Also, my mate Steve said he would look really nice with the yellow, he thought, so you should do it. So I went with that recommendation as well. And I do actually really like it. Biased, obviously, because I like the colour, but I think it's nice. And I've obviously done the decals, slightly different, not exactly per box, but yeah, so there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it down and give it a bit of a run. Now I have noticed, I was setting my steering trim before we started filming, and there's a bit of a lack of punch to this. Now I've changed battery for today. I was using my 5000 milliamps, and I'm not. I'm using a 3300 for this, and you can certainly tell there's a bit of a lack of punch setting off. But you know, for this purpose it doesn't matter as such. But I did notice it. Anyway, here we go. So this is just running a 7.2 volt hydride, which is meant to be run on like an 8.4 volt battery pack. That's what they can accommodate. So I suppose you could get one of them for it, which would definitely make it livelier, or you could put a 7.4 volt 2S light on it. That would have a similar effect, or you can just run it on the I'm sure I did something. I'm still thinking I did something to this. Oh yeah, you get a choice of 2 pinions in the box. You can have a 13 or a 15 tooth pinion. I went with the higher tooth, so I've got a 15. But I'll tell you what, I never really a big fan of the BigWig originally. And then, but I did own one, a vintage one, about 4 or 5 years ago. And I was driving that, and I didn't enjoy driving it at all. I thought, oh, this is not much fun. But it was a vintage one, it probably needed stripping down and rebuilding. And also, the oval block tyres, they can go really hard. They're nice and soft. So I think that probably destroyed my impression of driving it for the first time. Much nicer. I do like it. Also, I feel I tend to get a bit more attached to it. say, it definitely needs that bit extra speed in there and power. It's a big heavy car, hence they call it the Big Pig sometimes. I weighed it, and with the battery in it, it was almost 2,000 grams. So that was quite heavy. Right, so let's take the body off and you can have a quick look underneath. Now, I also, as I said, it's much like the Super Sabre, Hot Shots, and Boomerang and things like that. It's part of that same family. And there you go, you can see it. Front and rear gearboxes are very similar. Now, chassis is totally different on this. It's got a top deck, which I'm going to undo now. And you can see underneath there. So, there you go. Super exciting, but you've got the bathtub chassis, like a tub chassis, servos underneath there. Your rack and pinion steering sits under here, but you can't see it because it's all covered up. And then your battery runs across there. You've still got plenty of room for that extra cell for the 8.4 volt nickel metal hydrides if you run them in it. You can see that lovely BigWig special motor they did for it, which is the 25 turn GT tuned, but you know, with the BigWig label on. Very much like they did with the Avanti Black motor as well. Also, I put a bit of detailing on the V8 engine block as well. I put a bit of chrome pen on there just to lift it. So I did that as well, which is probably the thing I wanted to mention to you, but I couldn't think what it was. Anyway, we'll put that cover back on now. It's running at 1060 now. I was sure it came with an ESC, but I didn't get one with mine. But it might not have done. But yeah, so just whacked one of them in that I had in at home. Now, I'll just flip this over. Now, you can sort of, if you take the front bumper off there, underneath where that yellow cover is the rack and pinion steering. And also you have these CV boots that are meant to keep all the crap out, which it kind of works, but could I get these to stay in the little holder there, the cover? Could I heck? So they're on, but they're not stuck in with the clip. I couldn't get it. I was getting really annoyed because everything got covered in grease as well, and I thought sod it, but they will still sort of do their job. So just watch that if you're building one. I ended up losing my patience. But yeah, there we go. So that is the BigWig. It's very cool. Now, as I said, I took out my Super Sabre yesterday just for a bit of a comparison with this, because there's the same family of cars, and although the Super Sabre has the front mono shock and it's a bit lighter, so it did drive differently. It was a bit more agile, the Super Sabre. This seems very much more planted. It's got the quad shocks on, so it does handle nicer, I'd say, but the other one seems a bit more, the Super Sabre is a bit more lively and reactive. But two different, they both drive differently, both fun to drive, but I am, this is really growing on me now. I am liking this this BigWig. Anyway, let's give it one more blast before we wrap up. Quite nice on this, it's not quite the same surface as my road. It's quite nice. Just rotate a bit better on here. Bit of an odd location for us today, we're next to Smith's toy shop. I didn't intend to come here and run it, but we ended up having to. I am fancy to get this out again with the bigger battery. Really nice, very happy with it. Right, okay, so that leaves me with this. So thanks for checking this video out, it's much appreciated. Also as well, a massive thanks to Paul, Beth and Inside Line Models for getting hold of the BigWig for us and sponsoring this video. Much appreciated as always. You can get yourselves 5% discount off the Inside Line Models web store if you go to www.insideline insidelinemodels.com. Go on there, check out what they've got in, and you can use discount code AndyRC25 and get yourselves 5% off your next purchase. Right, I'll leave all the information in the video description as well. So again, cheers for checking this one out. Let me know what you think of the BigWig. Do you like how it turned out? I'm pleased with it so far. Cheers for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care. Bye.